What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We are back for match number 5 of this Bond League. We're currently 2-2, so we're going to play and see how we can go. See if we can get a return for this final match. We are in a Luris mirror. That doesn't necessarily mean they're on Bogles, though. Alright, so this is going to be a keep this hand. We'll bottom 1 Daybreak Coronet. Well, actually, I think we can get rid of Spirit Mantle here. We're versing Innistrad. Sort of a play on, like, Innistrad, if you ask me. I respect it. I respect the play on words there. Alright, so Bogle Pass and Bloodstained Mire as my opponent got the Thoughtseize. So I keep double Daybreak Coronet here because obviously it's important in this matchup. I could have like bottomed 1 Daybreak Coronet and had the Spirit Mantle, and then I still got 2 1-drops and 2 2-drops, but then I lose like lifelink against a Thoughtseize deck, which is exactly what we're versing here. So he takes away the Grispoon, not surprisingly. We draw the Bogle, not surprisingly. Get in for 2. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is another Shadow deck. Do we see the Tarmogoyf? Tarmogoyf going to be too difficult to attack into. That's going to be a 3-4. Unless we hit a white mana source. We hit a white mana source. Go team. All right, let's go ahead and get him out there. Because our opponent has Luris as a companion, that means they can't have Liliana of the Veil. They might have Liliana's Triumph. They might just have like Assassin's Trophy on the Hyena Umbra. But you know, we'll make them have it. The fact that they fetched a basic mountain there means they probably don't have the Death Shadow, but I guess they drew it. Blood Crypt intact. Sure. Sure. I mean, we've drawn pretty well this game, I suppose. If we drew the land like a turn earlier, that would have been perfect. Here we're in a position where our opponent has a 6 toughness creature. We only have 7 power, our opponent's on 7 life. What we want to do is make sure we deal all 7 points of that damage to the Death Shadow instead of trampling it. If we trample 1 point of damage there, what will happen... That was a 6-6. I think it was a 6-6. What will happen is at the same time as the Death Shadow is dealt damage, its power and toughness will go up, which means it'll have 1 less damage marked on it than what it needs to for it to die. And then it will deal damage to us and like break our totem armor, which isn't ideal. But anyway, we didn't need to resort to that one. Jund Shadow, the new thing. This one is Jund. The last one we versed was Sultai, right? Alright, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're going to do something similar to last time where we bring in Luris, bring in Leylines, we take out our Spider Umbras, and we take out our Spirit Dancers. Maybe we leave 1 in. A land, we are on the play. We are on the draw, sorry. Maybe just 2 Rest in Peace is fine. And then we've still got the 3 path here as well, right? So we should have a good amount of interaction without going too hard on like Rest in Peace, which is sort of after the first one, it's redundant anyway, right? But Rest in Peace doesn't answer the Death Shadow, so we want Path to answer the Shadow. Alright, so here we're facing potentially Lightning Bolt and Fatal Push on a Dried Arbor hand with 1 source of Totem Armor. We've got Leyline Protection. I don't think it's good enough. I'm going to mulligan in this spot. Cool. 1,000,000 times better. I will keep this. Now, mulligans... Sorry, as far as what to bottom, it's a decision between Horizon Canopy and one of my auras. I think we just get rid of the Horizon Canopy, honestly. I like having auras that do stuff like this. We got our first strike keywording. We have our trample keywording. Those are like two pretty important keywordings, right, that we want to see in this matchup. So it seems better than perhaps being extremely mana efficient, right? Grim Lavamancer, sure. So, alright, well, we just draw the Hyena Umbra, so sad face. We made the wrong decision, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've heard it all before. I like, honestly, we're more likely to draw a land than what we are a first strike aura, so. We've got 12 first strike auras in the deck, and we had 18 more lands in the deck, so we'll shrug it off. We're good. All right, we'll see if there's a Tarmogoyf. Not yet. Opponent attacks in for 1. All right, we'll take that. I like running out both auras here. My opponent didn't shock in the Overgrown Tomb, which means they probably don't have the Death Shadow. They didn't go for a Tarmogoyf because maybe it was like too small. If they're holding up Assassin's Trophy interaction here, I have the second first strike effect in hand. So I'm less scared of it, and if they attack the Rancor, obviously that doesn't matter, we get it back. Lurus to hand, Scourge. Alright, Scourge is fine. Wow. That's really impressive. We'll take it. Attack our opponent down nice and low. And no blocks. Alright, we put him to 7. If our opponent left up 2 mana there, we probably play the Hyena Umbra instead of the Rancor to play around Assassin's Trophy plus Plague Engineer. Opponent attacking for 4. Sure, I kind of like the tempo here. I would also like my opponent committing a second creature to the board and we path the second creature, but they didn't attack with the Grim Lavamancer, which sort of screams weakness to me a little bit. Plays Blood Crypt tapped. Alright, let's see what you got. We got the Daybreak off the top, mind you, off the top. Alright, so we do get the win. That was a pretty quick one, hey. So we get the 3-2, which is good. We were 2-0 up until matches 3 and 4, but that's alright. We did finish off strong. Now, deck list wise, what did we think? I think the main deck was really, really clean. I definitely like just running like the green-white, looking for a clean list. We've got a good number of Spirit Mantles for evasion, Griffspoon for evasion, but cheaper. We've got good Totem Armor with 3 Spider Umbra and 4 Hyena Umbra, makes 7 Totem Armor. We got 6 slots of Vigilance with the Sentinel's Eyes coming in with the Daybreaks. Trample at 4, which is okay, because Trample is like pseudo-evasion, right? It's sort of halfway in between Griffspoon and Spirit Mantle. A little bit better in some instances, a little bit worse in others. Obviously, Spirit Mantle is just the best, though, hands down. 3 Spirit Dancers, I think, was mostly fine. Maybe if you want the 4th, you can look at trimming a Griffspoon, a Spider Umbra, a Sentinel's Eyes, or a Path. Those would be my recommendations. And sideboard wise, we did verse 2 Thoughtseize deck set. It would have been nice to have had the 4th Leyline, I think. We didn't see any action from our Gadok Tigs, but they are really important against Tron. Without this in the Tron matchup, we pretty much lose. Honestly, I'm questioning the suppression field right now over like the ley line. And then suppression field could stay as suppression field, or it could go to torpor orb. It could go to seal of primordium. Those are the things I like. The decide here, it's like obviously really, really good against Heliod. The awkward thing is, like, I like having lots of 3-ofs in my sideboard, right? We've got 3 of Graveyard Hate, we've got 3 of Gadok Teague. I usually like having 3 of Artifact and Enchantment Destruction. The problem with running something like Decide in that 3rd slot is it does actually take us off of having 3 ways to interact with artifacts down to 2. Now, it's only like small percentages, but it's something to note, obviously. For that reason, suppression field could be just that seal of primordium, but again, it could be torpor orb. Like suppression field, we mostly used against the white Yuri and Hate Bears deck, right? And we sideboarded it in for Giver Runes. I think we had like 2 of that, 2 of Path, and something else. Like, I definitely utilized it. I don't know. Maybe there's something better though. Maybe not. It's just options. Like, I'm pretty indecisive with that. I'm mostly set on the main deck. As I said, if you want the 4th core Spirit Dancers, those are the options you can have. Sideboard wise, I think there's more flexibility in the sideboard with what you're going to expect, what you're preparing for. Like, obviously, if you're in a meta full of Hate Bears, you want Torpor Orb, you want Hushbringer, those sorts of things. If you're still versing like some Belcher combo or something like that, maybe suppression field's better. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. Bit of a short video today. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you think down below, what you think of the list, what you thought of my plays during the league. And yeah, let me know if you've got any different choices with your list, if you've got any different inclusions. I will be back tomorrow for another league. Should be with Bogles, assuming when I stream it, it goes well. Yeah, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you next time.